Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Mind Reboot. If you're ready to rewire your mindset, embrace positivity, and find deeper meaning in your everyday life, you've just found your new home. Here, we explore the power of love, purpose, and the art of living fully, because we don't just love life because we're used to it, but because we're used to loving it. In today's video, we're diving into brief mention of the topic, how to foster gratitude and embrace love as the key to true happiness, unlocking the secrets of a fulfilled life, or whatever your focus is for the video. So, if you're ready to reboot your mind and live a life filled with love and meaning, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for weekly inspiration that'll change your world. Now, let's dive in and begin this journey of transformation together. Love is an essential force that shapes our emotional well-being and overall sense of life satisfaction. Whether romantic or platonic, love's psychological effects are profound and far-reaching, impacting not only our emotions but also our physical health and mental stability. Research in psychology suggests that love is a fundamental human need, contributing significantly to a sense of fulfillment and purpose in life. Emotional benefits of love. At the heart of the psychology of love is the deep emotional connection it fosters. Love nurtures feelings of belonging, security, and acceptance. When we feel loved, we experience a surge in positive emotions such as happiness, joy, and warmth. These emotions are not only pleasurable but also vital for our emotional survival. Love acts as a buffer against negative emotions like loneliness, anxiety, and depression, creating a safe space where we can feel understood and valued. The emotional bond we form with others gives us the strength to navigate life's challenges. When we know someone cares for us, we are more resilient and better equipped to handle setbacks. Studies show that people in loving relationships are less likely to suffer from mental health issues and more likely to report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. This connection with others provides a stable foundation for emotional stability, promoting a sense of well-being that transcends day-to-day difficulties. Love as a sense of purpose. One of the most profound psychological impacts of love is the sense of purpose it brings. Love drives us to care for others, to protect, support, and nurture relationships. These actions give life meaning beyond mere survival, providing a sense of fulfillment that cannot be achieved through material success alone. Love ties us to something greater than ourselves, whether it is a partner, family, friends, or even a community. Psychologists argue that having meaningful relationships is one of the most significant contributors to life satisfaction. The sense of purpose derived from love guides our decisions, motivates us to grow as individuals, and encourages us to engage with the world in a way that aligns with our values. When we feel loved, we are more likely to pursue goals that are not only self-serving but that also contribute to the well-being of others. This shared sense of purpose helps to create a deeper connection to life itself. The mental and physical health benefits of love. The positive effects of love extend beyond emotions and purpose. They also have tangible benefits for our mental and physical health. Being in loving relationships has been linked to lower levels of stress, better cardiovascular health, and a stronger immune system. Love releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which reduces stress and promotes feelings of trust and bonding. It also lowers levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, leading to improved mental clarity and overall well-being. Psychologically, love provides a source of stability and reassurance. In stressful situations, the presence of a loved one can act as a grounding force, reducing anxiety and fostering a sense of calm. People who experience regular emotional support from loved ones tend to have better coping mechanisms, stronger self-esteem, and a healthier outlook on life. Love's role in shaping happiness. Ultimately, love plays a central role in how we perceive happiness. It shifts our focus from external achievements to internal fulfillment, allowing us to experience a sense of joy that is more lasting and meaningful. Love provides a framework through which we experience life's highs and lows, and it is through love that we often find the strength to savor life's simplest pleasures. In contrast to fleeting moments of happiness that might stem from external factors, such as success, wealth, or recognition, love offers a deep, enduring sense of contentment. As we grow older, we often find that the people we love and the relationships we nurture are the most valuable sources of happiness. In this sense, love is not just a fleeting emotion, it is the foundation of lasting life satisfaction. Gratitude is more than just a momentary feeling of thankfulness, it's a powerful mindset that shapes our experience of life. The idea of being used to loving suggests an ongoing practice of appreciation, where we not only love but also develop a deep sense of gratitude for the relationships, experiences, and moments that shape our lives. Gratitude isn't just an expression of thanks but a lens through which we view the world, amplifying our ability to love and enjoy life in a richer, more meaningful way. Gratitude as a practice. To truly love life, we must first cultivate a mindset of gratitude. This practice goes beyond simply acknowledging what we're thankful for. It requires actively seeking out the positive aspects of our existence, even during times of difficulty. When we develop gratitude as a daily habit, we begin to shift our focus from what's missing or lacking in our lives to what is present, vibrant, and abundant. Gratitude helps us stay grounded in the present moment, preventing us from getting caught up in the what-ifs or could-have-beens that often cloud our ability to appreciate life fully. It's a conscious effort to pause, reflect, and give thanks for what is working, what is beautiful, and what is meaningful. As we practice gratitude, we train ourselves to notice and savor the moments of connection, love, and joy that exist all around us. Amplifying the capacity to love. When we feel grateful, we naturally become more open to giving and receiving love. Gratitude creates a space for emotional vulnerability, which is essential for forming deep, authentic relationships. By recognizing and appreciating the value of those around us, we develop a greater sense of empathy, understanding, and compassion. This, in turn, strengthens the bonds we share with others. Gratitude helps us recognize the small, often overlooked gestures of love, making us more attuned to the positive qualities in our relationships. We start to value the kindness in others, the sacrifices they make, and the shared moments of joy. As a result, our capacity to love deepens because we are no longer just focused on grand gestures or idealized versions of love. We learn to love the everyday, the ordinary, and the imperfect. Gratitude and emotional resilience. The interplay between gratitude and love is particularly evident when we face adversity. In challenging moments, gratitude serves as a lifeline, helping us navigate difficult emotions and circumstances. It enables us to focus on what we still have rather than what we've lost. For example, in times of hardship, the presence of loved ones, even in small ways, can become a source of immense comfort. Gratitude allows us to find beauty in these moments, reinforcing the importance of love and connection in our lives. When we practice gratitude, we also build emotional resilience, which is crucial for sustaining love over time. Life is full of ups and downs, and relationships, no matter how strong, are tested by stress, conflict, and external pressures. However, by regularly acknowledging the good, we strengthen our emotional resources and are better equipped to weather challenges. Gratitude allows us to focus on the positive aspects of our relationships, helping us maintain a loving perspective even when things are difficult. Gratitude's impact on well-being. The act of gratitude profoundly impacts our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Research shows that those who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. The very act of being thankful releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which promote feelings of happiness and contentment. These neurotransmitters not only enhance our mood but also foster a sense of overall well-being, reinforcing the idea that a grateful heart leads to a fulfilling life. Moreover, the physical benefits of gratitude are significant. Studies have linked gratitude with improved sleep, a stronger immune system, and better heart health. By fostering a positive mental state, gratitude supports physical health, which in turn enhances our ability to engage in loving relationships and enjoy life. When we are healthy, energized, and mentally clear, we are more able to appreciate the love and beauty around us. Gratitude in relationships. Gratitude is especially transformative within relationships. When we express gratitude to the people we love, we reinforce their value in our lives, making them feel seen, heard, and appreciated. This strengthens the emotional connection, creating a positive feedback loop where both individuals feel more loved and valued. Gratitude also acts as a powerful tool for conflict resolution. When we acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of others, we are more likely to approach challenges with empathy and understanding, rather than resentment or frustration. In relationships, gratitude fosters a culture of love, where both partners are motivated to nurture and support each other. It shifts the dynamic from transactional to emotional, emphasizing that love is not about what we get but about what we give and cherish. Loving life through gratitude. Ultimately, gratitude enriches our experience of life by allowing us to savor it more fully. It gives us the tools to see beauty in the mundane and find joy in even the smallest of moments. When we practice gratitude, we don't just love life in theory, we actively engage with it, embrace it, and cherish it. Gratitude transforms our perspective, making love and life inseparable. By appreciating all that we have, we unlock the potential to love life more deeply and live it more meaningfully. Existentialism is a philosophical movement that emphasizes individual freedom, choice, and the inherent meaninglessness of life. According to existentialists, life does not come with an inherent purpose. Rather, it is up to each individual to create their own meaning through their actions, relationships, and personal experiences. This perspective contrasts with more traditional views of life's meaning, often grounded in religious or societal frameworks. The existentialist philosophy asks difficult questions about the nature of existence, urging individuals to confront the vast uncertainty of life and to find their own path toward meaning. In the context of the quote, "We love life, not because we are used to living but because we are used to loving," existentialism helps illuminate how love plays a central role in the creation of meaning and purpose. Rather than adhering to predefined roles or the expectation of life simply unfolding in a certain way, we find meaning through our capacity to love life itself, through our relationships, experiences, and emotional connections. Existentialism and the absurdity of life. At the heart of existentialist thought is the idea of the absurd, the notion that life, in its most fundamental form, is inherently meaningless. Philosophers like Albert Camus argued that human beings are constantly searching for meaning in a universe that offers none. This conflict creates a tension, which Camus referred to as the absurd. While this realization can be deeply unsettling, existentialism proposes that we do not need to despair in the face of the absurd. Instead, we can embrace the freedom that comes with the absence of an inherent purpose. The quote, "We love life, not because we are used to living but because we are used to loving," fits well within this existential framework. It suggests that the act of loving, whether it's our relationships, the world, or ourselves, gives life its meaning. In the face of life's inherent absurdity, love becomes the one thing that provides clarity, connection, and purpose. The act of loving allows us to transcend the emptiness of an indifferent universe by creating our own reasons for living, creating meaning through love. For existentialists, the creation of personal meaning is a choice that each individual must make. In a world without inherent meaning, we must look inward to find our own reasons for existence. Love, in this context, serves as a key driver of meaning. When we love life, we are choosing to invest in the relationships, people, and experiences that give our lives significance. The existentialist would argue that it is through love, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, that we are able to forge a connection to something larger than ourselves. Love enables us to confront the void of life's uncertainty. By forming connections with others, we transcend the isolation that existentialism warns against. We give life purpose by dedicating ourselves to others, whether through a loving relationship, a commitment to family, or a deep sense of community. Through love, we express our autonomy in a way that shapes the world and creates meaning in a universe that offers none. The freedom to choose love. Existentialism emphasizes personal freedom and responsibility. In this sense, love is an act of choice, an affirmation of one's freedom to create meaning. Rather than viewing love as a passive experience or something that simply happens to us, existentialists encourage us to see love as an active and deliberate decision. Love is something we choose to embrace, even when faced with the unpredictability of life. The freedom to choose love, especially in a world that can often seem chaotic or overwhelming, is itself an act of existential courage. It reflects the individual's decision to affirm life and pursue meaning despite the uncertainties and difficulties that may arise. In choosing to love, we assert our control over our existence, taking ownership of the emotional connections we form and the impact we have on the world around us. Living authentically through love. One of the key tenets of existentialism is the idea of authenticity, living in accordance with one's true self, free from societal expectations or external pressures. Love, when approached authentically, becomes a reflection of our most genuine desires and values. It is through loving that we can engage with life in an honest, open, and unfiltered way. To love authentically is to accept both the beauty and the complexity of life. It is to love others without expecting them to fulfill an idealized role but to appreciate them for who they truly are. In this sense, love becomes an act of liberation, enabling us to experience life fully and without pretense. This authentic love allows us to create meaning not by adhering to external norms, but by embracing our unique experiences and emotional connections. The search for meaning in a chaotic world. The existentialist pursuit of meaning often comes in the form of confronting the chaos of life head-on. The idea that we love life, not because we are used to living but because we are used to loving, can be seen as a rebellion against the absurdity of existence. When faced with life's unpredictability, we do not passively accept the chaos but actively engage with it through love. In loving life, we choose to shape our experience and find meaning, even in the most difficult of circumstances. This search for meaning does not require a grand revelation or an all-encompassing philosophical truth. Instead, it is found in the small, everyday moments of connection and affection. By loving, we embrace life's impermanence and unpredictability and find joy in the fleeting yet precious moments we are given. Love, in this sense, becomes a radical act, a way of creating meaning out of the meaningless, a way of asserting that life is worth living, not because it inherently offers us something, but because we give it purpose through our love. Let me know if you'd like further expansion on any particular part, or if you're ready for the next topic. The capacity for love is not just a psychological or emotional phenomenon, it is deeply rooted in our biology. Evolutionary biology offers insight into why love, in its many forms, is such a fundamental part of the human experience. From a biological perspective, love can be seen as a mechanism that promotes survival, social bonding, and cooperation, key elements that have ensured the persistence and success of the human species. Understanding love through an evolutionary lens reveals how deeply it is woven into the fabric of our biology and the evolutionary strategies that have shaped us. Love as a survival mechanism. One of the central ideas in evolutionary biology is that behaviors that promote the survival of the species are naturally selected over time. Love, particularly in the forms of romantic and parental love, plays a critical role in the continuation of life. Romantic love ensures that individuals pair up and reproduce, while parental love ensures that offspring are cared for and nurtured until they can survive independently. The deep bond that forms between partners in romantic relationships fosters cooperation, stability, and the sharing of resources. This cooperation is essential for survival, especially in early human societies where resources were limited and survival was often a communal effort. Love, then, is a mechanism that strengthens the pair bond, creating a stable environment for raising offspring and ensuring the survival of the next generation. The role of oxytocin in bonding. Oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, plays a critical role in the formation of bonds between individuals. This hormone is released during intimate moments such as hugging, kissing, or sexual intercourse, and it fosters feelings of trust, attachment, and closeness. In the context of romantic love, oxytocin strengthens the emotional bond between partners, ensuring that they remain committed to one another and work together to raise their children. The importance of oxytocin extends beyond romantic relationships. It is also crucial in the bond between parents and children. When a mother gives birth, oxytocin is released in both the mother and child, facilitating the initial bond and promoting caregiving behaviors. This attachment encourages the mother to stay close to her infant, ensuring that the child receives the protection and nourishment needed for survival. The role of oxytocin, therefore, is integral not only to the development of romantic love but also to the survival of the species through strong parental and familial bonds. The evolutionary benefits of love in social cooperation. Humans are social creatures, and our survival has long depended on the ability to cooperate and form strong social groups. Love facilitates these bonds, promoting group cohesion and collaboration. The act of loving others, whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or family dynamics, strengthens the social fabric of our communities. Love fosters empathy, trust, and a sense of shared responsibility, making it easier for people to work together toward common goals. From an evolutionary standpoint, cooperation within social groups increases the chances of survival for all individuals involved. Groups that are tightly knit and able to share resources and support each other have a higher likelihood of thriving. Love, therefore, plays a critical role in ensuring that individuals work together for mutual benefit, helping the entire group survive and succeed. This social cooperation is essential not only in times of conflict or resource scarcity but also in promoting the overall well-being of the group. Sexual selection and love. Sexual selection is a form of natural selection where certain traits become more prominent in a population because they increase an individual's chances of attracting a mate and reproducing. Love, particularly in the context of romantic attraction, plays a key role in sexual selection. The emotional and physical attraction that individuals feel for one another is guided by a complex interplay of genetic, hormonal, and environmental factors. From an evolutionary perspective, love acts as a mechanism to ensure that individuals choose mates who are most likely to provide strong genetic material for their offspring. Traits like physical attractiveness, intelligence, and kindness, qualities often associated with love and attraction, signal health, fertility, and the potential for successful child rearing. These traits are selected for over generations, ensuring that future generations inherit the best qualities for survival and reproduction. Love as a long-term bond for raising offspring. In humans, the long developmental period required for children to grow into independent adults is one of the primary reasons for the evolution of love as a long-term bond. Unlike many species that reproduce and leave their offspring to fend for themselves, human infants require years of care, protection, and socialization before they can survive on their own. Love, particularly parental love, ensures that parents remain invested in the well-being of their children throughout this extended period. The emotional bond between parents also contributes to this long-term commitment. Romantic love between partners often fosters a stable family environment, which is crucial for the well-being of children. The presence of both parents, who are deeply invested in each other and in their offspring, provides the child with emotional, physical, and financial support. This long-term bonding not only benefits the child's survival but also ensures that the family unit remains intact, thus promoting the successful transmission of genes to future generations. The evolutionary advantage of altruism and empathy. Another evolutionary advantage of love is the promotion of altruism and empathy. Love encourages individuals to care for others, often at a cost to themselves. This selflessness can be seen in parental investment, where parents sacrifice their own well-being to ensure the survival of their children. It can also be observed in altruistic behaviors within social groups, where individuals help others even when it doesn't directly benefit them. Altruism is believed to have evolved because it promotes cooperation and strengthens social bonds within groups. Individuals who act in the interest of others, whether through caregiving, sharing resources, or offering protection, contribute to the overall success and stability of the group. In this way, love and empathy act as social glue, creating environments where cooperation thrives and where individuals are motivated to help one another for the greater good. Love, while a universal human experience, is deeply shaped by the cultural and social contexts in which it is experienced. The way we understand, express, and engage with love is influenced by the norms, values, and expectations of the societies in which we live. From the roles we play in relationships to the rituals that define our interactions, cultural and social factors have a profound impact on how we love and how we understand love itself. Cultural conceptions of love. Different cultures have varying concepts of love, each placing emphasis on different aspects of the emotional, relational, and societal roles love plays. In Western societies, for example, romantic love is often idealized and viewed as the foundation for marriage and personal fulfillment. The idea of soulmates and the pursuit of individual happiness in love are central to many Western narratives. The importance placed on romantic love in the West shapes how individuals are socialized to value personal choice and emotional satisfaction as key elements of loving relationships. In contrast, many cultures outside the West prioritize familial love or communal bonds over romantic love. In Eastern cultures, for instance, love is often seen in the context of duty, respect, and familial responsibility. In societies such as Japan, China, or India, the idea of love in marriage may be intertwined with cultural expectations around family honor, social stability, and continuity. Romantic love, while important, may not be seen as the primary basis for a lasting relationship. Instead, arranged marriages and love that grows over time through shared responsibility and respect are often emphasized. The influence of social norms and gender roles. Social norms and gender roles also play a significant role in shaping how love is experienced and expressed. Traditional gender expectations have long dictated how men and women should behave in romantic relationships, often leading to rigid structures of power and control. For example, many societies have historically placed expectations on men to be the providers and protectors, while women were often expected to be nurturing caregivers. These roles influence how people experience love, how they give and receive affection, and the type of emotional connection that develops between partners. In recent decades, however, many societies have seen shifts in gender roles, with a growing emphasis on equality in relationships. These shifts have transformed how love is perceived and experienced. Modern relationships are increasingly characterized by shared responsibilities, mutual respect, and a more balanced exchange of emotional support. As social norms evolve, individuals are able to express love in more diverse and authentic ways, free from the constraints of traditional gender roles. Love in the context of social class and economic factors. Social class and economic status can profoundly influence how love is expressed and the opportunities individuals have to engage in loving relationships. In some societies, economic resources dictate access to social spaces where people meet and form relationships. Wealthier individuals may have more opportunities to travel, attend events, or participate in networks that foster connections, while those from lower economic backgrounds may face barriers to finding love due to economic constraints or societal exclusion. Moreover, economic stress can place significant pressure on romantic relationships. In societies where financial stability is highly valued, love can sometimes become entangled with economic considerations. In relationships where one or both partners experience financial insecurity, this stress can affect emotional bonding and stability. Economic challenges may also lead to shifting priorities, where love and connection are sometimes placed in conflict with the need for material security or survival. The role of media and popular culture in the modern world. Media and popular culture play a dominant role in shaping our perceptions of love. From romantic comedies to social media, we are constantly exposed to idealized portrayals of love and relationships. These portrayals often set unrealistic expectations about what love should look like, leading to pressure to live up to these ideals. For instance, the happily ever after narrative in films and television can create the illusion that love should be effortless and without conflict. Social media has also changed how love is experienced in the digital age. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok allow individuals to share their romantic relationships with a global audience, creating a space where love is often curated and showcased for public approval. While this can foster a sense of connection, it can also lead to comparison and dissatisfaction, as people may feel that their own relationships don't measure up to the idealized versions they see online. The influence of media is also seen in the growing trend of online dating. Technology has shifted the dynamics of how people meet, interact, and form relationships, making love more accessible to individuals across different social and geographic boundaries. While this has opened new avenues for connection, it has also raised questions about the authenticity and depth of relationships formed through digital platforms, where superficial factors such as physical appearance often take precedence over emotional compatibility. Cultural rituals and expressions of love. Every culture has its unique rituals and traditions around love, marking important milestones in romantic relationships, family life, and friendship. In many cultures, weddings are elaborate celebrations of love and commitment, often steeped in historical customs and religious practices. These rituals not only signify the personal commitment between individuals but also represent the union of families, communities, and social structures. Beyond weddings, cultures have different ways of expressing love, from the exchange of gifts to the use of poetry, song, and dance. In some cultures, love is expressed through public displays of affection, while in others, it is kept more private and reserved. The way love is celebrated, both publicly and privately, reflects the values of the society in which it occurs. For example, in Mediterranean cultures, it is common for families to gather in large social settings to celebrate the love and connection between individuals, reinforcing the importance of community in romantic relationships. In contrast, Nordic cultures often emphasize individual autonomy and privacy, with expressions of love being more subdued and personal. The globalization of love and its influence in our increasingly interconnected world, the experience of love has become more globalized. The spread of cultural ideas through travel, migration, and technology has led to the exchange of values and practices around love. While some cultures have retained their traditional beliefs and practices, others have adapted or merged with global trends. The influence of Western ideals of romantic love, for instance, has spread to many parts of the world, reshaping how love is viewed and practiced in non-Western societies. This globalization has led to the blending of cultures, where individuals from different backgrounds engage in cross-cultural relationships. While these relationships can create enriching and diverse experiences, they also pose unique challenges, such as navigating differences in cultural expectations, values, and family dynamics. By understanding the cultural and social factors that influence love, we gain a deeper appreciation of how love is not only a personal experience but also a collective, socially constructed phenomenon. Love is both universal and specific, shaped by the values, traditions, and expectations of the societies in which we live. It is a dynamic force that evolves alongside cultural and social changes, constantly adapting to new ways of connecting, expressing, and experiencing love.